Okay, ladies and gents, we are going to finish chapter 3 today of Toys Go Out. All right, so we read yesterday up until these couple of dots about how Lumpy tried to hide from the washing machine. The basement is dark, except for a single dim light bulb shining in the ceiling. There are cardboard boxes piled up high and a tremendous amount of dust, just like Stingray said there would be. Lumpy can't see any ghosts or rats or axe murderers, but he is sure they are there, hiding in the corners, ready to pop out and scare a buffalo at any moment. The little girl left him sitting in a laundry hamper. She's gone to ask for help with the soap. Next to the hamper, the washing machine looms, towering in all its metal whiteness and terrifying bigness. Lumpy shuts his eyes and tries not to ponder it. But he ponders it anyway. He could scramble out of the hamper, he thinks, and hide himself in a corner. But no, there might be a ghost there. And the little girl would miss him. He could try to climb the stairs, but he is not sure he can make it. And even if he got to the top, the girl would just find him on the floor and wash him anyway. I am a greasy buffalo, he says to himself, because it sounds tough. But he doesn't feel much better and shuts his eyes to block out the sight of the big machine. Quiet, are you? Says a friendly voice. Shoot, I was hoping for some company. Lumpy opens one eye. Who's talking? Me, Frank, says the voice. Who else would it be? Frank? The washer, says the washing machine. Lumpy opens his other eye. The machine isn't moving, but it is certainly making conversation. I didn't expect you to talk, says Lumpy in a small voice. No one ever does. It's a lonely life, says Frank. Just me and the dryer that never has anything interesting to say. Humph, rumbles the dryer, a large brown contraption sitting next to Frank. Well, you don't, do you? Says Frank testily. Humph, says the dryer. This is how it is all day, complains Frank. She's never any fun. What's that on you? Applesauce? Peanut butter. Don't worry, I can fix you right up. Peanut butter is no problem. Peanut butter is no problem. Done it tons of times before. It's very greasy. I'm an excellent washing machine. Top of my game. Not that anyone really notices. Tuk never told me about you, says Lumpy, standing up on his hind legs to peep over the edge of the laundry basket at Frank. What is Tuk? A towel, a yellow one with frayed edges. I think I've seen her around. Oomph, complains the dryer. Exactly, says Frank. Those towels are stuck up. None of them ever says a word to either one of us. It's like they think they're so popular. Do you talk to them? Asks Lumpy. Oh, they're busy amongst themselves, says Frank. I can't get a word in edgewise. Not that they'd pay me any mind. Tuk is beautiful, says Lumpy, who is very loyal. Pretty is as pretty does, that's what I say. Maybe she doesn't know you talk. Frank had never thought of that. If you don't talk to her, I bet she doesn't know, says Lumpy, feeling hopeful. The little girl's father puts Lumpy into Frank's wash tub, adds a sprinkling of powdered soap, and presses a button. Warm water pours in. The tub is rumbling. Frank, yells Lumpy, anxious to be heard above the din. I don't feel good. Will you stop, please? Can't stop, says Frank importantly. It's a cycle. I feel sick. What a cycle means, explains Frank, is that I have to see it through to the end. How long does it last? 22 minutes. Agitation, rinse, second rinse, and spin. You have 19 minutes left. It's uncomfortable, moans Lumpy as the water sloshes him back and forth. Think of it like a dance, says Frank. Then maybe you won't feel sick. But there's no music. So Frank begins to sing. Shuffalo, shuffalo, greasy little buffalo, toughy little Buffy, dance that buffalo, shuffle with me. Dance, 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 prance, prance, dance that buffalo, shuffle with me. Lumpy likes the idea of a buffalo shuffle. He does feel queasy during the agitation, but Frank keeps singing as Lumpy sloshes around, and by the first rinse cycle, when the clean, cool water pours in to wash the soap and peanut butter away, the buffalo is starting to enjoy himself. Dance, dance, prance, prance, he sings along with Frank, wiggling his tail and clapping his front paws together. By the second rinse, he is kicking up his back legs and yelling, "Toughy little Buffly," as loud as he can yell. And when the spin cycle arrives, he forgets completely that the spinning makes his stomach funny. "Whee!" cries Lumpy, "look at me!" Then the wash is over. The girl's father pulls him out to hang on a clothesline in the open air. "Goodbye, Frank," Lumpy calls as the basement door shuts. "You have a wonderful singing voice." "Thank you," calls Frank. "It's nice to have someone appreciate it." "Oomph," says the dryer. Lumpy goes on another picnic the next weekend. Same pond, same sandwiches. It doesn't look like rain, though, so his chances of going home in the picnic basket are slim. When the little girl and her father are feeding the ducks and Lumpy knows they aren't looking, he very cleverly unscrews the lid of the jam jar and dips his nose and forefeet in the apricot goo. "I am a sticky buffalo," he says to himself, "and when I get home, I am going to visit Frank." Sitting there in the sunshine on the picnic table, he begins to sing, "Shuffalo, shuffalo, sticky little buffalo, toughy little Buffly, dance that buffalo shuffle with me. Dance, dance, prance, prance, dance that buffalo shuffle with me." All right, so that is the end of chapter 3. We will work on chapter 4 tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.